Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, it's kind of bright. Here, let's close this back a little bit. There we go. That better? Hope so. I know it's a bit grainy because I didn't turn the overhead light on, but you know what? Deal with it. It's my video. I'll do what I want. I don't care. Anyway, yeah. I guess you could say I'm in a better mood today. And to be honest, I did not get much in the way of sleep last night. I just kept tossing and turning. I kept getting hot. I kept getting cold. I had a low sugar. I had a Charlie horse. And then I kept having the most off the wall dreams. And that was the other thing I neglected to mention last night, also in that video, is I've been getting a lot of premonitions even before I left Vegas. I was starting to get a lot of premonitions, and I did see Archangel Michael a couple of times, so I know I'm being protected and everything. It's just, yeah, let's face it, it's been a bit of a whirlwind, and in many ways it kind of like dealing with whiplash, just trying to get my bearings, get things, wrap my head around everything. It's like, I mean, let's face it, this is the last place I expected to be, in Minnesota, Never in my life did I expect to be here. But then again, I never in my life did I ever expect to ever be in Vegas. And I was there for 20 years. But that's the thing. I am here for a purpose. There's a reason why I am here. So in that way I can get help for this. You all saw it last week. Well, actually, I don't know, that was 2 weeks ago or whatever, that really bad attack I had. It's there at the end of the video. I had the minor one over here, but then there at the end of the video, I had that major one. And my friends have seen it, have seen them, I should say. And then, of course, I had the bad attack with my bowel. Probably going to talk to them about that as well. So yeah, there's been a lot that I have gone through, and now, and of course, dealing with all of the, changes with, slight cultural changes and so forth. I just realized my hair makes me look like the Quaker Instant Oat guy. I don't want to look like him. So, yeah, it has been quite a lot. But, and even waking up this morning, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I finally did get at least a little bit of sleep. I'm not going to go into DMV today. I've decided I'm going to apply for those jobs. I'm going to finish my application for Walmart. I'm going to, there's a Walmart just right up the road here. It's, I think it's like 3 miles up the road, something like that. It's basically for one of the online shopper positions, something I'm already familiar with. I've done the shopping myself, with Uber Eats. So I'm quite familiar already with what it is that I going to be doing. Okay, and then of course doing the fulfillments, with the local grocery stores, Walgreens, also CVS, with those shopping things. Or people put in the request through Uber Eats, and then I pay for things either with QR code or with the card. So I'm already familiar with it. Also already familiar with how the process goes when the drivers show up to pick up the orders from Walmart. So I've already got some experience. Hi, how you doing? You want to get in on the video? Hmm? You want to get in on the video too? I know. So she wanted to show her butt to you all. She's like, see my butt? See how sexy it is? See how cute it is? Yes, we all know you have a cute, sexy butt. Mm-hmm. Here, how about showing your cute, sexy face? Yeah. I know, it's a little bit on the dark side. Mm-hmm. But anyway, I know, I still got light coming in, so this phone's trying to compensate, with the camera. But I want to do that. I had looked into it, possibly to do it out there in Vegas, and unfortunately, all of the locations were too far for me to be able to drive, especially since I didn't have a car anymore. And on top of it, they were only part-time, and they weren't paying very much. They were only paying minimum wage, and it's like, yeah, I don't think so. But here, the range is, I think, starting 16. It's either 15 or 16 an hour, and going on up to 29 an hour, depending on experience. So I stand a good chance of, with the experience I already have, stand a good chance of maybe making a little bit more money. And they have 12 positions open. So it's like, and that's the thing that with the, I was a little shocked going into that Walmart and seeing how small it is. I mean, the size, that location is kind of the older locations out there in Vegas. The newer locations, they're I'd say probably, I don't want to say double this size of that location, but like 1.5 times that size, something like that. So probably add, like another half a store to that, at least depth-wise or whatever. So, yeah, I was like, okay, especially, with my breathing issues and so forth. It's like, yeah, this is doable. And parking lot is small, and pickup location is small, and so forth. It's like, okay, this is doable. So I would definitely want to see about applying for that position. That I would really like to get full time. I started filling out that application yesterday, and I realized I need to run down to the store and so forth. But also, I didn't have my head wrapped around it either. So now I feel like I do. And there's a Dollar Tree that's right over here. I seen that they were looking for help. I think it was part-time. So I'm going to see about applying for that. I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket, basically. And there's a grocery store also over here. I think I saw that they were hiring and looking for help. So, there's a few places that are like right here that are walking distance that I'd like to see apply to. I want to start down that road first. I realize I need to get on the Minnesota health insurance, but if I can get that position over there at Walmart full time, after, I think it's after 3 months or something like that, I can get it on their health insurance. So, yeah. And I would be able to earn my own living, be out on my own again, all that sort of good stuff. So, and find out too where we're at with the social work. Find out if she has found out anything. I know we're also waiting on the first of the month, at least, because there's certain programs. Because I haven't been here for very long. It's only been 1 week now. Today, yeah. And the way I look at it is I do have my airline ticket to show when I got here officially. So that goes in my favor as well. Not everybody switches their driver's license or state ID right away. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at. I really want to do that today. I think with the dreams that I have, because I mean they were really off the wall, and it's usually dreams that I have where messages are trying to come through, either premonitions or some sort of messages trying to come through. And another reason why I want to get that job at Walmart, of course, I would have the employee discounts, and I could see about getting a new computer, because of course mine crashed last year, and I could see about getting a new server, get that motherboard switched out, put my old motherboard into that one, and yeah, I want to go down that road, and I'd like to see about maybe getting a graphic design position. Yeah, work my way towards that. I think that's the path that I really want to go for right now. I can see about getting my driver's license switched over at another time. I'm not too worried. The main reason I was going to see about getting my driver's license switched over is so I can get back out on the road. I don't want to be out there behind the wheel. I don't even really want a car right now. I really don't. Not because of the weather. I just, with everything I've been through, I just don't want the responsibility right now. I'd much rather keep things as simple as possible for right now. So, yeah, I have made that decision. Yeah, I need to. The application with Mayo Clinic is good until August 4th. So I've got some time. I'd much rather take my time, and instead of rushing, as my life has been nothing but rush, 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 rush. And I know Angie, my friend Angie, she just keeps saying, there's no rush. Take your time. You've been through a lot. But of course, the warrior in me and the Leo in me, my rising sign Leo, keep wanting to rush, rush, rush. Do this, do this, do this, this. And then it's like, you know what? What has that accomplished in the past? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Take your time. Enjoy it. Go with the flow. Enjoy the process for a change. Enjoy yourself. That's partly what this is all about. Getting out of that rat race and just slowing down. It is a much slower environment here. And let's face it, Vegas is a rat race. I mean, in some ways it's a lot slower than the Eastern Seaboard, because it does have that Western California vibe, but at the same point it is also a bit of a rat race out there. And I have an opportunity right now to be able to take it a little bit slower and easy. My chest has been feeling better. It hasn't hasn't been in as much pain. Yeah, it's there. I still feel it. But it has been feeling better. I haven't been able to do my yoga. I don't want to unpack or anything because there's, for one thing, there's not no place where I could unpack, but I don't know what's going to be happening as far as housing situation is concerned, because the social worker has been looking. I know she's been looking at like Section 8 and so forth as for and and even though I haven't lived here for very long, she was telling me the first of the month there's private organizations that we can see about tapping into, but we have to hit them as soon as it hits, as soon as the money hits, because it runs out fast. So I know we're waiting on that as well. As far as subsidy is concerned with, like the Section 8 is concerned, there's some things because there is a waiting period I have to go through as far as, like government assistance is concerned. There is a waiting period I have to, that I'm in right now until I'm more established, but that's the whole point of that airline ticket, to show, okay, this is the date that I came in, I don't know what the waiting period is. We'll say 6 weeks or something like that. I'm going on 6 weeks because I know that's what it is in the state of Nevada for people who are looking for those quickie divorces or whatever. So that's kind of where I'm drawing that 6 weeks from. But anyway, the I do have that airline ticket to show that, okay, this is when I got here. So, all right, but anyway, if it is, say 6 weeks or whatever, that I have to wait before I can access all of the services, the available government services anyway. At least we have, I know it's still kind of bright, at least there are private organizations, and that's where she comes in to be able to pounce, because I have no idea what's available or anything. And it's the same situation out there that I was facing as well, only out there money was gone even before it even hit the first of the month. So, and I still have my food stamps from the state of Nevada. She was going to be looking into, and those kick in on the 4th, but she was going to be looking into, how to transfer out here, because she had never faced it before. She was a little bit more used to people new to the system, like political refugees. There's quite a few of them here. I'm not used. I mean, we had them out there. Yeah, we do have the political refugees out there. But the big difference is that out there, and I'm talking about like people from Middle East, okay, people who practice Islam. Out there, they, the women anyway, shed the robes really fast. But then, they still wear the hijabs. But out here, the women are still wearing full, I don't know what, basically full robes, with the hijab and so forth. So, and that's taken a little getting used to seeing. I'm not used to seeing that. But I think it's beautiful that the state has opened up their arms to people in need. So that's definitely a ray of hope as well. So anyway, but yeah, anyway, that's what she's used to dealing with, or individuals or families or what have you like that, who are in those situations. But as far as somebody coming in from another state trying to transfer their benefits over, she's having to be looking at that. So yeah, I think she's a good source, and between my research and the research that she does, I'll get back on my feet. The main thing for me has been, because I went through, let's face it, I went through a lot out there before I left. And not just with that last week, but let's face it, the last year was hell. And then of course that last week, between the domestic violence situation and me trying to sell everything I have and packing and everything else. And then, of course, getting my period at the last minute. It's like, yeah, I really needed that too. Hey, why not? Let's do that too. So, yeah, everything combined, yeah, understandable. I've needed this time to recuperate, get lots of sleep, lots of rest, and so forth. I'll admit, too, I was a little bit worried about Idjit here because she was feeling a bit hot, like in her tummy and so forth. So that's one reason why I was kind of hot and cold last night, because I was trying to keep the heat down so I could see where she is. But she's okay. She's getting her tummy rubbed right now. I was getting a little worried that possibly all of the stress from that has happened was finally maybe catching up with her. Maybe she was having another attack of pancreatitis. Fortunately, there's a vet literally right across the street here, and they have used them with their babies a few times with things. But I can't afford a vet bill either. not to say that I would put money over her life, but with all of the, I was more concerned with all of the premonitions again, because usually those come out when something major is going to be happening in my life, something significant, we'll put it that way. And they've been coming out quite a lot. And I'm like, oh gosh, please don't let it be her getting sick or worse. I don't know if I could handle that right now. It's been too much. There's been way too much. So, anywho, but yeah, there she is. Getting her tummy rubbed. So, she's doing really, really good this morning again. So, I was a little worried. Yeah. So, I did wake up, I was up most of the night. Another reason why I'll admit I don't really care to go to the DMV today. But with waking up early, I got to see a beautiful sunrise. I didn't actually see the sun. I didn't go outside to see it, but there was a little bit of some clouds up there. The color of the sky is a little bit lighter. Actually, it's quite a bit lighter here. I'm assuming because we're a little bit closer to the North Pole up here, but the skies are a lighter shade of blue here. But there was a little bit of clouds up there, and it was a rosy sunrise this morning. I could see that with the clouds. It was really quite tranquil, beautiful, and there's still some snow on the ground. Of course, the deeper areas are taking longer to defrost, but we've been in 30s and 40s. So, and I did see overnight that it actually didn't get too chilly last night either. So it's a little bit more what I was used to, at least at nighttime out there in Vegas. So, but yeah. A little bit more in better spirits today. Yeah, I'd say a little bit more in better spirits. So it feels good to have a bit of a better game plan. I'm not quite ready to go face DMV yet, and I think that's part of it. So, but I am a little bit more. I am more ready to face that. And I'll admit, it did help last night to chow down on a bunch of junk food, and I took so much extra insulin. I know that's the reason why I had the low sugar. So, yeah, hair. But I think that would be a really good game plan. Maybe later on in the week, if somebody's available to take me to DMV, I think I'll be in a little bit better position, and I'm gonna go and have me some cheese, some good old fashioned Wisconsin cheese. Yeah, it's been good. I think I'm gonna go back over there and get me the cheddar and bacon. I know it's the same cheese. It looks like the same cheese. That was when I was looking at that container of the cheddar and bacon yesterday. I'm like, that looks very familiar. I remember my father absolutely loved that cheddar and bacon, and I was like, yeah. Can't get the Guerrero tortilla shells out here. So, but I can order them. I did see that. I can order them through Walmart if I have a desperate need for them or whatever. But to tell you the truth, I always preferred flour tortillas, and now that I make my own, yeah, I'll stick with that. I might have to order the lard that I like because I didn't see it there at the one Whole Foods. But yeah, we'll see. But I'm gonna go for it. And if I can get a Section 8 voucher. I don't mind being out here. It's quiet. It's nice for a change instead of dealing with a lot of the chaos, especially with where I was living. It could be bit noisy and so forth, to say the least. For those of you just joining, first of all, welcome. But you can go back and see some of the videos with what I was dealing with there towards the end with the domestic violence situation, literally right next door, where there was a gun involved and so forth. So, I mean, they were evicted. Unfortunately for the girls that were there, it's not right that they should had to suffer the consequences because of the asshole boyfriend, but unfortunately they did. And fortunately, Grandma, who lived 2 doors down, she was also trying to help in the situation, but she got targeted by management and was evicted. But she was going to try and fight. I'm like, don't bother. You're not going to win, not with this court system. But I mean, she's her and her husband are 70s, you know, and she was just trying to help, and they did her wrong as far as I'm concerned. But anyway, she moved out. She was talking about maybe her and her one daughter getting a place together. You know, basically her husband, and the one daughter getting a place together. So, but I don't know what happened. She just texted me, told me that she moved out. So I was very happy about that. So, but anyway, but yeah. At least I have all my native stuff surrounding me, some familiar things. But the main thing is I got this baby here. So, but yeah, I'm going to go downstairs and I'm going to cook those cube steaks that I bought last night and have me some cheese and crackers and some tater tots and some chocolate cookies that I made the other day and a cup of hot cocoa, and I'm going to fill out that job application and also the other one and see if I can find one for that grocery store too. It was a nice grocery store. It brought back a lot of memories. Yeah, it does. It did make me feel like I was taking steps backwards, but then I had to remind myself, no, I'm actually moving forward because I'm getting help. And actually, even though those steps backwards, they're good steps backwards. You know? It was times when, yeah, I was a kid, but like Angie said too, in some ways I felt safe. I felt my mom around me. So, you know, with doing the sewing and having the canning jars and so forth. I was looking at those at the grocery store last night, and it's like pretty much same price. But of course, if I can get the job at Walmart, I'll be able to get them for cheaper, and also employee discounts. So, yeah, I'd like to be able to get back to that and make my lemonade again, and do my baking and so forth. It's like, yeah, I started with getting my spices and staples back. Now it's time for me to, it's time for me to keep moving it forward. So, just noticed how far I'm into this. Like, yeah, that's how I'm moving forward. That's how I'm moving forward. Living the life that I want to. And if I can get a computer again, I have my Wacom tablet, and I can see about getting a graphic design job. At some point, maybe I can see about getting another car. I'm just not ready for it right now. Not after everything that happened. I'm just not ready. So it's like, all right, let's take it one step at a time. So, and set the path that I want to go down. So, anywho, I feel good about it. I feel real good. So, anywho, I love you guys. I'll talk to y'all soon. And yeah, I have also started leaving some toxic people behind too, and surrounding myself with the people that I want in my life, the sort of people I want in my life, people who are supportive. And it's taken a little getting used to too, I'll admit. And of course, This little idiot. Yeah. She's been losing her Vegas coat and getting a Minnesota coat. Yeah, I need to brush her again. All right. Talk to y'all soon. Love you guys. There we go. At least I can do that again.